Mood board, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Guten Tag. Was geht? Send it. Why are kids better in Germany? I don't know why. I fucking can't. Because they're Kinder. Pretty good. Wunderbar. Polypore, are you on YouTube, dude? I don't think I have my multi-stream chat up. Hang on. No, I think he's going off from YouTube. Yo, Bali, send something else. Send traffic. Welcome back to the D-Gen platform. Alright, fuck you, Weebos. Alright, let's go. What's up? Yeah. All right, welcome everybody to, what the fuck day is it? It's Tuesday. Welcome everybody to Tuesday. I hope you guys are doing well. For those celebrating President's Day yesterday, welcome back to reality. Let's get into it. Before we start off, a couple of disclaimers. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. I'm just a trader trading my own shit. For all the tools I'll be using, they can be found on the bapigindicator.com website. These guys make the best mathematics-based indicators on TradingView. They do have a bunch of free tools available, so do yourself a favor, get away from that TA nonsense and check them out. Also, I do have a referral link in the description of the video. Check that out as well, please. We do have a Discord available as well. People do their best to spot occurrences and generally be useful in there. I've learned a lot from the guys in there, so come follow us there. I have a Twitter available as well. I do my best to shitpost and provide occurrences outside of the stream. All right, with that, let's take a look at the markets. We got some stuff to get to. Apologies for the no camera today. I am a little bit out of shape. We will be back on camera some other day, but I'm sure you guys won't miss it anyway. All right, let's get into the indices first. A couple of very important things happening worldwide. Obviously, with the Ukraine shit, everybody's losing their minds. Everybody's freaking out. All the markets are crashing. No, not really. The major moves today, I think, happened only really in the Russian indices with a big down. Volatility got to an extreme for the Russian indices. SSR was at an extreme yesterday. I think on the weekly as well, volatility is getting pretty crazy. HVC is outside of the band, SSR is outside of the band, and Mean Pro is outside of the band. And you are getting to pretty crazy probabilities, somewhere between 1 and 5% on the cone. I actually ended up buying some Russian markets today. I ended up buying IMOX, which also had very similar kind of conditions, with SSR being where it is, HVZ being where it is, and HVP at 80 on the weekly and on the daily at 100. I ended up taking some positions in the MOEX, as well as what else did I buy? I bought Gazprom. Yeah, that was a good that was a good buy at the start of the day today. Up 7%, closed up 7%. Nice. I also bought nickel. This one. This one ended closing up 8%. Very similar kind of dynamic, very similar conditions with the HVP and the SSR and the mean. So I just ended up deploying some capital there. It was nice. It was nice. We'll see if it works out. Hopefully it does. But those were the two kind of, scary markets to look at today. Overall, I don't think we have that much room on these to go for volatility wise. We're certainly getting to some crazy percentages, especially on the daily stuff. I think this one was like 0.1, maybe 0.2. Yeah, 0.2% on the weekly. So for me, that's pretty good to take a trade. Does it have to work out? No, you can certainly roll 9 heads in a row. It's just very unlikely to go for a run like that. All right, let's get into the US stuff. We are at a Tuesday open. The markets were closed yesterday. I believe the futures were open. A couple of significant thing on the US indices. Oh, is somebody talking to me? Calculating wealth. Maybe you can borrow poopy pants. All right, we are not on the front lines yet, guys. We are not on the front lines yet. If we go on the front lines, we will be streaming. Don't you worry. A couple of significant things to note on the US indices. I shouted this out on Twitter a little bit earlier. SPX got a little bit more history. It's the expected move on the monthly. So we have about 5 trading days left to go on the monthly, and a couple of interesting things for expected move. Come on now. As well as the brand new mean. Brand new mean approaching the bottom band there, getting very close to it. Can it push it a little bit? Yes, you have 5 trading days to find out if this idea will work. you have 70% chance of closing above 43.57 for the month of February. We're currently below that at 43.48, and actually the mean is kind of approaching the second standard deviation band. So it's just unlikely to continue pushing lower right here, right now. We've certainly seen this kind of behavior in the past. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to happen like this. In the future is random, so we do still have to take chances, but this is something of note, especially on the monthly scale. On the weeklies, you are also below the first expected move. 70% chance we close above 43.46 for this week. So do keep an eye on that. This is not a favorable environment for Delta players quite yet, as entropy is pretty damn high. Anything else that's statistically significant here? No, not really. Volatility likely to continue expanding. QCV has turned up. Let's see how this week closes. All right, let's take a look at the daily stuff. How are we going to open? All right. Is this open? Yeah, the futures are open. Nice. For the week, for NASDAQ, already coming off of the first expected move. QCV turned up, pretty important. On the daily, volatility is getting pretty high, at least in a relative sense. Current HVP is at 95, so you don't have that much more room for expansions. You know, we can obviously go to 100 and persist there for quite a while, but if you are betting on further volatility expansions right here, right now, probably not a good bet to take in the US markets. Probably give this some time to cool off and then maybe go for another run. We are expecting, or at least I'm assuming, that 2022 2023 will be pretty damn volatile, but this will take some time to develop. Currently HVP at 66. All right, how are the markets going to open up today? Looks like already on the first expected move for the day. We have 5 minutes before the open. Anything else that's crazy here? No, not really. Keep an eye on, I'm not actually sure if you guys have access to this. Probably not. The thing that I'm going to be keeping an eye on is the new mean. The earliest warning we will get, whether, you know, we should be looking for up moves from here on out, is when the ZMA turns green. So that is kind of a bit of an early warning, and I'll keep you guys updated if that does happen. For full disclosure, I did end up taking some positions in the crypto space, but we will get to those in just 1 second. All right, how's the S&P going to open? Yeah, very similar conditions. 95 HVP for the daily. Betting on a volatility expansion here, you know, it's pretty unlikely. It's pretty unlikely. We're likely to cool off and then maybe go for another run, kind of similar to this area here where we had an expansion followed by contraction, and then give it some time, maybe pay attention to the HVZ when it's closer to the bottom band, and then we go for another run. So something like that. We do still have a bit of room, but not very much. All right, we should also take into account where we are on the probability cone. You know, this is going to dictate the likelihood of success on your trades. Let's take a look at 35 bars back. And let me reset this to 1. Yeah, so we're somewhere between the 1% and the 5% cone. If you are betting short right here, right now, you're looking for 6.64 heads in a row. Is that possible? Yes. Is that likely? No. Is there a more common name in Slavic land than Vladimir? Yes, probably Dmitry or Yuri. Ivan, yeah. If you are betting short here, it's unlikely. We also see I'm getting to a bit of an extreme here with the ZMA as well, kind of going outside of its band, and now moving back up for a potential cross up. All right, anything else I want to mention on this? No, not really. All right, let's take a look at some crypto stuff. How are we doing? We got 3 minutes till the open. All right, Bitcoin. within the first expected move for today, very similar to the S&Ps and the Nasdaqs, I will be looking at the mean for that ZMA flip to green. Hearst has entered a trend once more. This is pretty significant as we can make some assumptions about possible positive autocorrelation as well as higher volatility. And higher volatility is actually something that I am looking for. We see a couple of things here. HVP being very low at 7.95. It's not at an extreme, but on a relative basis, you know, this is out of 100, so 7.95 is pretty damn low. Considering where the HVZ is, it is approaching the bottom band pretty damn quickly, so likely a spike in volatility sooner rather than later. You know, we've seen instances where it comes in over 30 or so days. We've seen instances where it comes in immediately. Nothing to kind of denote you know, possible timing, but an assumption that I'm making is that over the next 30 days we will see volatility pick up. All right, this is a little bit more apparent on Ethereum. Let's take a look where HVC is actually pushing the bottom band like fucking crazy. All right, anything else on Ethereum? Yes, Hearst is in trend. Look for the QCV to cross up, and the SSR is above the mid band. So a trending move here is very much possible. Now, looking at the probabilities, let's go back to Bitcoin. Very, very similar to the S&Ps, where you are between the 1% and the 5% cone. Let's go back 105 bars. And let's forecast 120 bars out. Hey, welcome to Tuesday. Svetlana. That's a good name. All right. This right? Do I have this? Why don't I have a log? Oh, there we go. That's what's going on. We are between the 1% and the 5% cone. So if you are betting short here, you're betting on getting somewhere between 4.32 heads in a row and 6.64 heads in a row. Certainly possible, but unlikely. With volatility expansion, I'm taking a bit of a risk here and looking more up than down, at least in the short term. Anything else on Bitcoin? No, nothing on the VRT. So we do have possible positive autocorrelation. We do have plenty of room for volatility. We have an extreme on the HVZ here on the bottom band, so we are looking for volatility to roll in sooner rather than later. Where we are on the probability, we're unlikely to continue further down from right here right now. So that kind of formed my opinion for more long than short. Yesterday we went over some trades. I know I wasn't able to. Oh Jesus, you gifted so much shit, dude. I didn't even see that. Are my notifications not on? Sorry, give me 1 second. That's why I didn't hear it. Alert. There we go. My bad. Thank you so much for the subs. Much appreciated. Unk Pow Pow and Anon. But I think we all know who Anon is by now. Thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot, guys. All right, what was I saying? I completely forgot. All right. All right. Let's take a look at the trades we took yesterday. Let me switch over and quickly dox myself here. $5 less than a cheeseburger. All right, so yesterday you saw me take a straddle at 2,800 puts and 2,800 calls, 66 days out. 65 days out now. I added a 3,200 call to that. There's nothing too significant about that, just a little bit more of a long bias, as well as just to fill up the rest of the account balance, essentially. I was able to finally get my money out. Jesus Christ. I was finally able to get my money out of Deribit and add it to the other exchanges. Let's take a look here. We got some money out on FTX as well as Delta. Maybe I should have done this. Yes, and this. All right. In code, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. All right, left side scene. Yes, please. Okay, on FTX. No, not on FTX. On Delta, I ended up buying some calls for Bitcoin as well, just adding to that long bias. They're essentially the same trade. They have very high mutual information. I understand it's straddle and just long calls. That's the difference in them. But nevertheless, I ended up getting some calls on Bitcoin, as well as ended up buying some FTM just long on the perps, and we'll go over why I ended up doing that. All right. Russia boycott. Fundraiser for soon-to-be poor Vlad. Russia boycott. I don't know, man. I don't know how that shit's gonna work out for them, honestly, if they boycott the shit. They always talk. They use so many words. They use so many words, so many sanctions. How many sanctions have there been so far? It's like, it's nuts. Is there anything left to sanction on? Fucking guys. All right, let's take a look at FTX. Actually, let's take a look at the orange list. So I ended up outlining some potential trades that have low HVP on FTX, and Poppy Real Smiths was suggesting that hey, take a look at FTM. There's some shit happening with it from an HVP perspective. Let's take a look at 12-hour. So that's why I ended up taking it. We do have a lot of room for volatility to expand. It looks like it has started expanding already. Current HVP read at 3.29, coming off of an extreme low. QCV moving up. Hearst is in trend. Nice. It's a little bit scary of a long here, considering that on the 12-hour basis you are still below the due. The mean hasn't flipped to or the XCM hasn't flipped to green, and the mom is still printing reds, although you did get a cross up on the XCM. So hopeful long. I'm assuming that it will go alongside the rest of the market. All the Twitch donations go to buying Vlad a good pair of boots, so he's not forced to use shitty ones. Bro, I have the greatest boots. Okay, I have the best boots. Russia is still in SWIFT system. They can ban this. No, yes, they can ban this, but it's not like, I don't think it pays you to look at it as necessarily just good or just bad. There are consequences to banning Russia from the SWIFT system. One of them, you tell the world that you're going to use SWIFT as a financial weapon, which will force other players to see this, to consider this, and to essentially start making their own systems outside of SWIFT. The other part, now I'm gonna talk about this unknowingly, I guess. I don't know much about this, so take this with a grain of salt and double check this, but I don't think that they can settle contracts if they don't have SWIFT for European energy markets. Like if you kick Russia out of SWIFT, there might be a significant rise in in gas price in Europe. So it's not like it's not so one-sided, like, oh, we kicked them out and, you know, we won over Russia. No, it's like this shit has consequences. This shit has consequences. But Russia is still in the SWIFT system as far as I'm aware. I know that new sanctions are coming in. I think they left out Spare Bank and VTB, which are like the two largest banks here in Russia. Oh, let's fucking go. All right. Some of the other ones that have a low HVP reads that are likely to go for a run over the next 30 counts. ALCX HVP at 3, HVZ very low near the bottom band and squeezing. likely see a move over here in the next, what is it, 15 days, something like that. I think this one, some of them were on lower time frames. Yeah, on the 4-hour HVP read at 15 and rising. Looks like we've started to get the start of this move already. I don't even know why I included this one. All right. For BitDAO. Now, keep in mind, I don't know what any of these do. So if you have some sort of preferences or, you know, some sort of narrative that you're going up with, I'm not your guy. HVZ very low, HVP at 58, likely to rise over the next 30, 60 counts of 4-hour bars. BABA. HVP at a low of 2.19, HVZ pretty low. Likely we see some volatility in this one. In order to not get repetitive, maybe I'll just quickly list them off. I don't know why I added cream. Was this on a 1 hour? Yeah, I think I was just going off the HVZ on cream. All right. Tesla's dumping. All right, maybe we'll take a look at some trats. Polkadot is likely to move on a 12-hour basis. HEP 0.27. This is probably going to be another juicer. Now, when we talk about volatility expansions, they don't have to be directional. You know, it's just standard deviation of returns. So returns are likely to get larger, things are likely to get wilder. The other part that you will need is autocorrelation in order to bet on a trending move. If you're, for example, to bet on something like Delta, which is not a very efficient way of betting, but nevertheless, these things are likely to move. We did take a look at FTM, FTT, HBAR, Holy Perp, HT. Yeah, HT was printing zeros as well. What is this? Humanscape, Perp, Kin, Luna, Maps, Media, Mer, MTA. Jeez, this is a big list. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna share list. Export. I don't think I get. Oh, there we go. I received the level 1 hype train emote. Wow. Choo choo, hype love. Let's go. Here is a link to the watch list that I'm looking at for FTX today that have low HVP reads. So do take a look at that if you are looking to trade volatility. Let's take a look at Tesla. Look at that, down 2.41% at the open on the first expected move currently. Let's take a look at weeklies. Yeah, weekly not looking so hot. Nothing too extreme here to really make bets on. Likely it continues to rise in volatility. Let's take a look at the daily. Still not a very favorable environment from an entropy perspective, but Hearst is in trend here. And this is pretty significant. Also, take a look at the new SSR. It has just crossed the mid-band and moving up. This is likely to be a trending move. You have room on the mean as well. Actually, quite a lot of room. And Mom, how's Mom doing? Yeah, nothing. Is that outside of the band? I think that is outside of the band. But nevertheless, R squared expanding. Mom is negative. Not a good look for Tesla. Not a good look for Tesla at all. What can we expect? HVP at 61, HVZ pretty low. So over the next 30 days, probably volatility does end up coming in. You have plenty of room here on the HVP. Let's take a look at the weekly. For the week, your first expected move to the downside is at 806. 70% chance we close above there. If things get really crazy, we could see $665 this week for Tesla. 1% chance we close below there. So 90% chance 99% chance we close above. So keep those in mind for this week as we go forward. But yeah, I agree. The daily doesn't look so hot, especially with the SSR crossing and room for volatility and the Hearst being in trend. Damn. Who had calls? Who had calls? If there's something else you guys want to look at, let me know in the chat. I would be more than happy to take a look at it. Gold, good idea. Let's take a look at gold. How is Peter Schiff doing? Yo, the real Smints. Bro. Disable that. Thank you. Thank you. Gonna take away your mod privileges. All right, gold. So we see a decline in R squared on the MOM as well as a cross down for the ZMA, suggesting some possible negative momentum here in the short term. The DU is decently far away at 1842 currently, and the mean is moving down from a bit of an extreme there on this bar here. So likely do spend a couple of days moving down with the third expected move and the DU being at around 1842. Is that a target? No, you just have less than you have 1% of chance of closing below there. Over the next 30 days, likely volatility does pick up. HVZ approaching the bottom band and HVP pretty low. Still expecting volatility over 120 days for the gold market with possible positive autocorrelation. Nice. Let's take a look at the weekly. I think the interesting part in gold was the 3-day. Yeah, it was the 3-day setup. So you are expecting, I should say that. I'm assuming that the big changes in price will happen to the upside as you are above the DU. MOM is positive, mean is green. And now we do have the QCV turning up. We have the SSR moving up, although it seems like it's... the last sprint, well, this has to close, but if this closes like this, the last sprint will be lower than the one before it, with the MA still moving up, and plenty of room on volatility for gold. As long as entropy is moving down here, it is a favorable environment for delta traders with significant changes of price assumed to come to the upside. So I would remain long on gold as long as those conditions are met. QCV is a nice one to have as well to kind of go alongside that. The only thing is that Hearst is not in a trend. Although this is over a longer period, this 365 days sampling period. Gold devs did yeah, the boomer shitcoin. The boomer shitcoin. All right, let's take a look at some currencies maybe as well. Man, I'm so fucking glad I bought dollars. Russian ruble hit 80 today, with entropy still moving down. This is on the 3-day. Jesus. Let's see this on the daily. Entropy moving down, QCV moving up, HVP at 100 already. So getting pretty crazy in the currency markets. This was a pretty big extreme at 80. Can back off of it for the rest of the week and maybe some part of next week. We'll have to take a look, see once we get there, but probably up over a longer period of time. You don't have that much room to continue betting on volatility expansion though. When cheap, Russian Suka on stream. Never. I'd have to invite your mother out here. Sorry guys, give me just 1 second. My apologies, a little bit of an emergency here. Also, hi Vlad. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's take a look at what do we want to look at. How's Nasdaq? Oh shit, Nasdaq took a little dip. Or is this daily? Yeah. Is this recent? No. No, this is hours ago. Okay, we're good. One silver rebase. All right, I'll be right back, guys. 1 second.
The heat is scorching. Forests burned up. The sky colors red. Volcanoes erupt. The world as we know it will no longer be there. Water is gone. A new era has begun. Prepare yourself for the apocalypse.
All right, Fannie Mae. Let's take a look at Fannie Mae.
The apocalypse.
Because I was shouting this out on Twitter a while ago, the liquid junk and HYG. I think Fannie Mae goes pretty well into that basket. Shit, it's OTC, hey? So this is this is let me take the dew off. Oh, this is 2008. Bro, who fucking invests in this shit? Apocalypse vibes if you want to buy VIX calls. Yeah, fuck. I'm kind of taking the other view. Probably apocalypse, but not right here, right now. I think it's at least that's how I'm looking at it. I don't know who the fuck knows. From a longer term perspective, shit's not looking good, but that's kind of where the opportunity is. Yeah, Fannie Mae not looking too hot. Powerful investment, yeah. Let's put the dude back on. Well, SSR moving up, plenty of room on volatility to go. Hearst is in trend and mom printing reds. Probably down. Probably down. And it looks like they do earnings plays as well. Although they had a nice surprise of 2.5 billion. Nice. Nice. Let's take a look. Check FTM. Let's take a look. Well, why do I even need to look? I can just look at my trade. Am I dead or what? No, I'm doing all right. FTM making money. Is inflation higher than 7? Did you run this? Bro, that's sick. That's sick. I'm voting no. You can't even fucking define inflation, my guy. You take the dictionary shit. You define changes in price. Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna rail on you. That's a good poll, though. That's a good poll. I'm gonna be alone in no category. Alright. Is Freddie Mac still a thing? No, I think they got let's see. Oh fuck, they are a thing. Wow. Yeah, they're not faring much better. They're not faring much better. Oh, I wonder how all the liquid stuff is doing. Bro, I'm so gonna be alone on that poll. God damn it. Yeah, they're not doing any better than Fannie Mae. Let's check FTM. Let's actually take a look at it. Up 3% for today, still within the first expected move. QCV is turned up on the daily. We don't have too many other metrics to look at in terms of volatility on the daily. It's just too recent of an asset. The mean did end up going between the second standard deviation band and the third standard. No, it actually just hit the second one. Still a bit of an extreme there on the mean. Hasn't started printing greens on the daily. Let's take a look at the shorter term stuff. On the 12-hour, as we outlined at the start of the stream, volatility incoming over the next 30, 60, 120 counts. So likely we see a bit of a juicer move in this one. With where it is on the probabilities, more likely we see a move up than down. Let's actually take a look at that 73 bar spec. Are you printing votes? Are dead people voting? Yeah, you are somewhere between the 1% and the 5% cone. So if you are betting short here, it's like you are betting on getting 6.64 hits in a row. Possible, but unlikely. I don't channel points to vote. God damn it. Well, I guess it settles it then. If the people voted on what inflation is, then that's what makes it inflation. Oh my god. All right, on the hourly, the mean has started printing greens. Let's wait for the mom to load in. Still within the first expected move for today. If things get insane, we could see 2.14 today, $2.14. Less than 1% chance of closing above there for the day. I keep having a habit of saying less than 1%. It's literally 1% chance of closing above there. It's not less than. It's just one. It's just... Sorry, guys. Sorry to disappoint. Mom is green. Nice. Possible autocorrelation present on VRT. And SSR is moving up. Potential move up above the mid band. Nice. Probably cools HVP over the next couple of hours though. And the yeses have it. Well done, guys. Inflation is now over 7%. Wow. Buy gold, buy Bitcoin, buy everything. Buy gasoline, probably. We did it, guys. Oh, Molly. There are two people. There are two people. Well, one excluding me, who think that inflation is less than 7%. Welcome to the outliers. Bitcoin on the first expected move for today, 70% chance we close below 38,331. Is that right? I don't have it on the... Yeah, that's right. Third standard deviation only. Let's take a look at WTI. That's a good one with all the shit going on with the oil market. No, let's take a look at US oil. You dumb 19. Bro, how'd you get 19,000 slabs? What the fuck? I gotta adjust the rates on that. That's too much inflation, dude. That's way over 7%. That's way... I voted one for... Oh my god. If only slabs were worth a bunch. Alright, let's take a look at oil on the daily. Plenty of room for volatility to move up. Looks like it has started to move up already. Let's actually take a look at the weekly for 1 second. Yeah, plenty of room on the weekly to move up as well, with the QCV turned up versus in trend. Significant changes in price still expected to the upside on the weekly, and the mean is approaching the mean. Still printing greens. All right, let's take a look at the probabilities. Bro, what the fuck is going on in Canada? People have been sending me such depressing emails from all the people that I well, not all the people, but like we had family friends there, and they're like actually fucking depressed. They're like, I can't do anything and I'm afraid. What happened? What happened, Canada? You were so good. Gas was 50 cents. All right, let's go back 57 bars. They froze all accounts. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking great. It would be one thing if they did it through court orders. It's a whole other thing when you say I'm a democratic nation and then you do it without court orders. All right, upside is getting a little bit unlikely here. You are between the 5% and the 1% cone. This is on the daily. Yes, this is on the daily. So if you are betting long here, you are betting on somewhere between 4.32 heads in a row and 6.64 heads in a row. For what it's worth, the big changes in price are still expected to the upside as long as you are above the due. Mom has started printing reds with the R squared expanding, and actually the mean has gone negative as well. This will be interesting to see. If we close the week below the due, we can start expecting significant changes in price to come to the downside. Mom has given you an early warning here, as well as the new mean, and you got plenty of room for volatility to expand. Yeah, from a probability perspective, I don't think I'd want to be betting long here. Even with court order, one lady sent $50 so they could buy gas to stay warm. Taliban, Jesus Christ. Bro, I exit scammed at such a good time. No way I would have been able to get on the plane if I'd stayed. No way. I mean, it's not like, you know, it's not like everything is great here, but god damn. That shit's crazy. That shit's nuts. That's sad. That's sad because Canada was a fucking great place. Fantastic place. And the people there, like my best friends are there. You know? Well, my only friends, but... damn. All right, well, I hope they get their shit together soon. People seem to be speaking out and shit. They said for months they're going to investigate. More shit is coming. Wow, that's rough. That's rough. Oh, you know what another thing was that made me want to take longs today? I saw a TA repost about a 3-day MACD cross down. I think that was like the first thing I read on Twitter this morning. I was like, all right, it's time. It's time to look for longs. They call them financial sanctions. That's how a war happens. Yeah, dude, that's ridiculous. They're literally nothing good is gonna come of that. Nothing good. Like, I don't know what they're trying to do, but it's not like the people there are going to take it. Bro, that's crazy. It still blows my mind. I was there 8 months ago. That's nuts. Oh, they canceled QR codes in my city, or in my state, I guess, over here in Russia. The US should do to Canada what Russia's doing to you. Well, US doesn't seem to mind what's going on in Canada. Like, I haven't heard a single speech about how terrible it is that emergency powers have been issued in Canada. Does Chili really like hamburgers? Hell yes. Like, I don't think they mind. I think they're actually trying to kind of organize together around that shit. It's crazy. %60 of Canada is for this. Yeah, that's kind of what I noticed. You know, the part of like why I left is, you know, I talk to my friends, obviously, and they're highly educated people, like lawyers, programmers, You know, they seem like in the last like probably 10 years, their culture changed a lot. They seem to really not like, you know, I don't know, like human aspects of like being alive. It's very strange. It's very strange. I'm sure it's like that. Well, some of it has come over here. I mean, it's just like the result of the internet age. Some of it has come to Russia as well, but a lot of people here are still like, okay, like I want to settle down, have a family. Like they look at like, you know, men and women as like a team, not like, you know, oh, you know, we should punch down type thing. It just got like stranger and stranger. I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about, man? Like, just be human. It was AOC said having kids is immoral. Yeah, that kind of shit. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about having kids is immoral? Like, that's weird. You're a human. Be human. Like, oh my god. It's not even like, I don't know. And they give each other labels. They give each other labels. They're like, yeah, you're part of this group, and therefore you're bad. And then the other side will be like, yeah, you're part of this group, and therefore you're dumb. And it's like, you guys are part of the same fucking group. Just, god damn it. Just talk shit out. It's not that hard. Alright, I digress. Anything else you guys want to take a look at today? I don't think I will be doing some trading, as all of my money has now been deployed. We're in some YOLO plays, boys. We're in some YOLO plays. If AOC and me had a kid, it would come out looking like a centaur. Don't deny that you've thought about that before this stream. Juicer. All right. Hunk Pow Pow, thank you for the tier 1 sub to Little Chef. Bro, you do way too much. You already programmed the tools. Don't worry about the subs. But thank you. I appreciate them a lot. All right, how is the market doing? Let's take a look at the S&P. Nice within the, oh no, between the first and the second expected move for today. Be nice to see entropy move back up, make this a little bit of a less favorable environment for short traders. Although the SSR has taken a step down. Let's see how this closes today. NASDAQ up 0.49% within the first expected move. Actually reached the second expected move to the downside, and this is a fantastic example of a daily trade that I wish I could have taken. You had a 95% chance of closing the day above 13,576. Price ended up getting down there, and look at that, you had a nice up move. Does that mean that it is a for sure you're gonna win 100x go long? No, it literally means that over many occurrences, 5% of the time you will close below it. So keep that in mind. But as far as trades goes, that's a pretty damn good probability to bet on. And also, you don't have to spend that much time to find out. That's why I was actually mentioning the S&P monthly expected move. You have a 70% chance of closing the month above, what price did I mention? It'll load in. 43.57, and you have 5 trading days to find out. You have 5 trading days to find out. So decent. So personally, that did end up forming at least a part of my long opinion, at least for the rest of this month, as well as I just saw what's going on in Russia, and I feel like it's way overblown. That's why I ended up taking longs on Russia as well. 70% of the time, it works every time. That's right. How the turntables. All right, let's do a quick little recap. We'll go over the trades. I'll keep updating you guys on the trades as we go along here. I'll show them every stream just to keep myself honest with you guys. If we lose, we lose. It happens. Don't follow don't follow me into this battle, please. I'm way over Kelly. But nevertheless, you guys can see the tools in action. For today, it will be a quick one. I actually gotta go meet a girl today, hopefully, so that'll be nice. Take a little break from all you sausage festers. All right, let's take a little quick look. Jesus, what is this song? Bring her on stream? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Receipts or it didn't happen, right? All right, Bitcoin within the first expected move. 70% chance we close below 38,330 today. Similarly to the downside, 70% chance we close above 35,739. The things on the daily to look out for is the volatility coming in, with the HVP being at 8.49, HVC moving towards the lower band. Likely we do see a spike in volatility. I think this is the big opportunity over the next 30 days. Maybe even longer. 60, 120, it could take some time. It could take some time for this to realize, but I think we are going higher in volatility, which will make things a lot more interesting and exciting, and you will start hearing people talk about shit. And of course, we were expecting it all along. Hearst now being in trend is pretty significant. This would suggest that we can expect positive autocorrelation as well as higher volatility. So we would assume that positive returns would be followed by positive returns and vice versa. For Ethereum, also within the first expected move here, Hearst is in trend. HEZ much lower and is pushing the lower band. So the volatility is also likely to come into Ethereum and in general crypto total, I think. Let's take a look at the total quickly. Yeah, total HEP is at 10, so pretty low, and HEZ near the bottom band with Hearst entering trend. Nice. Nice. The significant changes of price are still expected to the downside, but where you are on the probability, for myself at least, it doesn't make sense to bet on getting either 4 heads in a row or 6 heads in a row. It's getting unlikely. And also, you know, I'd rather bet on the upside, just because the potential for returns is infinity, whereas the downside, it's literally the max you'll make is 100%. All right, for the S&Ps, HVP is pretty damn high at 95. So if you are betting on volatility expansion right here, right now, probably not a good bet. The time to do that was in November. The scary parts are the entropy still moving down. Anything else that's significant here? No. Hearst is moving up, but it is still in mean reversion. From a probability perspective, very similar. You are in unlikely land. I think you should bring her in, sit her down, ask if she has any modeling experience. Casting catch. Wow, Jesus, that escalated quickly. Vlad brings a girl on stream, he'll instantly gain at least 10 more subs. Fucking true. Hey, man. We all got our downsides to carry. It's okay. I'm gonna have to make this stream interesting without a hot tub. We'll be okay. Plus, you're married. I'm gonna tell your wife. Okay, anything else that's crazy? No, just the monthly expected move as well as the weekly expected move. Oh, actually backed off the weekly expected move already. 70% chance we close the week above 4,276. With that, I'll let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining me on this quick little stream. Again, just for full disclosure, the positions that I'm carrying, I'll quickly show them here. Jesus. You can see my desktop, oh no. All right. Is FTM long. Bought it today. Yes. Carrying calls on Bitcoin. Bought today as well. And then a long straddle on Ethereum with 3,200 calls. All the calls are calls and puts are 65 days out, so a little bit far out. Give myself some time for that volatility to expand, and I'll keep you guys posted on these trades. Why do you have Grinder on your desktop? Hey man, a guy gets lonely. Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you guys enjoy your day. Trade lots. Don't go over the Kelly like I did. And I wish you all the best. I'll be back tomorrow. No driving lessons tomorrow. They got moved to Friday, so I'll be back tomorrow. We'll go over some more fun shit on stream. And by the way, I want to do like a meme day, just because, you know, trading gets quite tedious. So bring your best memes. If you see memes, save them, and then maybe we'll do a giveaway for best meme, especially now that we can run polls. All right, enjoy the day, guys.